This classic episode of the Electric Playground is brought to you by P&P Games, your source for everything video games. Support the partners that support Electric Playground. Remember, this episode first aired in 2000.
You know, the coolest thing about MDK2 is, of course, a four-armed dog with guns.
We're here at BioWare with Cameron Tofer, and we're here to talk about MDK2 for the Dreamcast. Always come to work this way, Cameron?
Yeah, sure do.
I'd like to find out more about this MDK2.
Right through the secret door.
So who's this motley crew?
This is BioWare's reception.
Wow, that was pretty heroic.
Yep.
Show me your office.
Okay.
How about we stop talking in these low-pitched voices?
I think so.
What's this game all about?
MDK2 is your action-adventure, fast-paced shooting and jumping, 3 characters, puzzles, all sorts of things.
How did you guys differ from the first MDK?
We added the whole comic book style theme to it. First you get into an area, you gotta figure it out.
Yeah.
That can be challenging. Once you figure it out, then you gotta do it. And in each room, it's different.
Tell me about the 3 characters.
Okay, Kurt Hectic, janitor. He's got the sniper scope, which Shiny introduced to the gaming world. He's action, jump around, shoot. He's stealthy. The best way to play him is to sneak. Next character is Doctor. He's more of the puzzle-oriented, pick up items, figure out what to do with them. He's kind of a nutty professor. He's got plutonium just kicking around, and he does all sorts of weird atomic kind of 50-style stuff.
And there's one other character that's very important and integral to the game, and that is?
Max, the robotic dog.
He has 6 legs, 4 of them carry weapons.
Yes.
That's very cool.
It's very important because Max has to make up for the Doctor with the lack of weapons.
Right.
He is the gun-toting, cigar-smoking robotic dog.
He doesn't take any BS.
No, or prisoners.
People are just freaking out about this game.
Yep.
Everybody's just giving it high marks. What's that feel like?
That's awesome. As the guys on the floor doing the work every day, that's what means so much to us.
This artwork is amazing.
It's the heroic work of Sean Smales. Tell us about your love for comic books, Sean.
Well, it all comes from the King Jack Kirby. Read comic books, kids. They're good for you.
Cam, this is the ugliest couch in the world.
Yes, it is BioWare's teleport couch. It'll take us directly to the launch pad. This is BioWare's standard issue jetpack. It'll get you home safely.
Excellent. It's been a slice, Cam.
Good luck.
Can't wait for PlayStation 2.
Yeah, what do you think of it?
I think it's going to be an excellent machine because, but it's Sony. Sony always thinks at least a little bit ahead or a little bit back and it makes improvements. Well, this is the first backwards compatible machine, meaning you can use all your old PlayStation games, hey! So, and I understand, I heard from some of the other writers around here at this event that the PlayStation 2 has some enhanced graphics for the old games. That's sweet. That's gonna be sweet. So I'm really looking forward to it.
Now I want to know, what is your all-time favorite game?
My all-time favorite game. That's tough because I have about 50 titles of PlayStation games and about 10 of Dreamcast. To be fair to both of them, right now my all-time favorite game is Sims for PC.
Well, it sounds like you're just a huge game fan.
I am.
It's been really cool to talk to you.
Thank you. Well, that and model trains keep me at home.
Oh yeah?
Yes, and if you were at home, you'd keep me at home too, but I understand you're married.
For more information on any of the games or stories featured on EP, visit our website at www.electplay.com.
Come in. Those fantastic N64 controllers you ordered came in. Wait, did you buy another Dreamcast? Oh, this? This is my office Dreamcast. That's funny. What's that? The ultimate gaming system. The the best achievable or imaginable of its kind. Yeah, but ultimate also means final, like the end. What are you getting at? No, it's just with 4 major consoles competing, how long before one of them drops out? Like, wouldn't it be ironic if? We don't disparage SEGA in this office. No offense intended. Oh, PeepGamesOnline.com. Your source for everything video games, be it N64, PlayStation, Dreamcast, or even Game Boy. Browse hundreds of video games on sale now. Prices in Canadian dollars. PeepGamesOnline.com. I'm sure Sega is going to be just fine. Just go.
You know, one of the coolest and best racing games on the Nintendo 64 is Ridge Racer 63, not 64. Now this is the first time Ridge Racer's ever been on the Nintendo platform.
Absolutely.
And what is new about it? Why should I get it on the Nintendo?
Well, for the first time out of the whole Ridge Racer series, you're actually able to sit down and play with 4 people at the same time.
4 people?
1, 2, 3, 4 people.
4 people.
But then again, you also have 4 new tracks that have never been seen before. Those are unique to the Nintendo 64, but you also end up having all the tracks from Ridge Racer and Ridge Racer Revolution.
Really?
Yeah.
So how many tracks are there total in the game?
You're looking at, sounds like 9.
9, right? 9. Mm-hmm. And how many different cars?
You're looking at, give or take, about 25 cars to start out with.
25 cars.
With more cars showing up throughout the game.
More cars showing, so you got like secret cars.
You could call them secret cars.
And can you hook us into what these secret cars are?
I can't tell you that. It wouldn't be a secret anymore.
So this is the first game done on Nintendo 64 that was actually developed here at Nintendo.
At Nintendo, across the way at Nintendo Software Technologies. So it's really amazing. For a first shot, first jump out of the gate, they're already taking off. They're smoking.
The controls are really smooth on
really tight, and for all those people who have already played other Ridge Racer games, that famous Ridge Racer drift is still there.
Right, and there's some like special drift too with the...
Yeah, you can get a little tighter turns going on, tapping some of the buttons there. But pretty much my whole theory is lay on the gas and don't let off.
Exactly, yeah. Do you ever actually use the brake ever in Ridge Racers?
Just going around the corners, just a quick tap.
See, I don't know. I just let off the gas and go in there.
Yeah.
Hardcore.
Well, you still have to kind of pay attention to the physics of racing in general. I mean,
the only time I use the brakes is when I'm trying to wait up.
Kind of slow down before you get to the turn, take the outside, gun it right through it, just power through the turn. So
cool. Well, hey, thanks a lot for sharing that with us.
Not a problem at all, Tom.
And you want to take the sucker for a ride?
Nintendo.
For more information on any of the games or stories featured on EP, visit our website at www.electplay.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, start your PlayStation 2s and get ready for Ridge Racer 5! Yo, Mike Fischer!
Tommy T!
Yo!
Nice of you to drop in.
Yo!
You like a ride?
Hey, cool. This is like the Ridge Racer car.
Ridge Racer 5.
Yeah. Now, let me ask you, the effects that the PlayStation 2 hardware is pulling off in this game are incredible. Like, can you run through some of them for me?
You can see a heat wave off the road. You can see smoke from the tires. You can see sparks when you shift gears. It's really a game that's gorgeous down to the last detail.
The heat wave off the road is awesome. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that in like actual in-game play. And the headlights,
it's beautiful.
The whole headlight thing. I mean,
awesome.
It can't get more real than this, can it?
We'll have to wait and see. You know, one of the nice things about the series is that every game takes place in the same fictional city, Ridge City.
Whoa!
Oh!
Okay, there. Now, is it possible to put like the Tommy Tallarico Studios logo in the game, like in previous versions?
Yeah, absolutely. You can design your own custom logo, and not only does it go on the hood of your car, but you can even see it on some billboards as you drive by. It's really nice.
That's cool. I love that. Now, do you get some serious air in this sucker?
You get air, and you can see the sparks as the car hits the pavement.
So
and,
awesome.
Yeah, they really polished every detail on this game.
Faster! What I want to know, though, is what about the babe? Ridge Racer games have always had, like, the hottest babes
Her name is AI, like an artificial intelligence. She's the new girl in the game.
When you win, you get new cars or what?
Yeah, well, the thing about this game is you can't buy your way to victory. You've got to unlock the cars one by one with your performance in every race of the GP mode. Go! Well, I hope that answers all your questions, Tommy.
It did, Mike, man. Thanks a lot.
Good.
Cool.
Gotta go!
For more information on any of the games or stories featured on EP, visit our website at www.electplay.com.
Adorable, rotund, deadly. Pikachu is the de facto mascot of the Pocket Monsters. All 151 Pokemon have one or two types. Fire, water, grass, poison? Old Pikachu here, his specialty is electricity. According to the Pokédex entry from the Japanese-only release Pokemon Green version, Pikachu's evolved-form Raichu is able to produce electric charges exceeding 100,000 volts! And it specifically mentions that even careless contact with Raichu can cause even an Indian elephant to faint. But couldn't kill an elephant if commanded to. Research says yes, dozens at a time even. My Ask Jeeves search history is in complete shambles. Stay tuned to EP Classic every Saturday morning for more Pocket Monster facts, and play forever! I mean, it's only a third as powerful as a lightning strike, but once he starts, he doesn't need to stop.
Motion capture is the process of putting little balls all over the joints in your body to capture your motion into a computer. Well, I had a chance to talk to the guys at Visual Concepts, and they actually let me get in a suit so I can see how they did all the motion capture for the cool sports games they do on the SEGA Dreamcast. So you have motion capture facilities here, you have, I mean, are you able to do everything within this building?
That was the idea. The idea was that we wanted to be a lot more in control of all areas of development. But we really wanted the creative side, the development side, all under one roof.
So what are these red lights all around?
Well, what these are, they're actually infrared strobes and a red band filter strobe that are pulsing out at you. They're reflecting off the markers on your body, and the cameras are picking up the reflected data in real time and transferring that data into 3D motion.
Did you guys actually look at NFL footage or something to get that look?
And that's what we did. I mean, we had one guy whose whole job, the entire project, was to just make us little snippets of NFL footage.
It's probably, the best looking, best, football game ever. I mean, I never had so much fun watching a football team walk back to the huddle.
That really makes a big difference to the feel of the gameplay, even though you're not playing those parts.
I'm picking up kind of an English accent in your voice, and I'm trying to think now, wait a second, you got an English guy to lead program your football game?
Whatever it takes.
What about the internet play? I mean, is that like a big thing? Does that impact the engine? And
absolutely. Yeah, I mean, making it work. We're not just going to put internet play on the game. We want to make this game play on the internet. That's a different thing. We want to make it play. I mean, you're going to have fun playing this game. We don't hide the delay. We're going to make you play, and it's going to feel like you're playing in the same room with this guy.
How many cameras do you actually have in this? Wait, hold on. Before you answer this, Elvis. This is probably the best sounding football game ever in the history of football games.
Oh, thanks a lot. We went out and got some players. We hooked up all sorts of mics, contact mics, mics above and below, and so we could isolate them. Excellent. And we just coach them, all right, hit each other. All right, hit each other harder. Now, one more time.
Right. Okay, what's the next step now?
Well, the next step is just refining it. This year, you can hear the players on the field. Next year, you're going to hear the player on the field complaining about, hey man, we got to stop them here because this field goal and they're going to win.
No way, that is cool.
They're going to start overtime. Cool. It's like, great day for overtime, baby, let's go.
A 6-yard play for the touchdown.
What we were going to do is do some tackles.
Interplay is getting ready to release a whole new fleet of new Star Trek games. Multiplayer even. Live long and prosper. Hey, check it out, my Vulcan Death Grip. Go!
Hey, look, look, it's the Star Trek guys. What do you do?
I'm the producer of Klingon Academy.
And this is a new Star Trek game.
Yes, it's a space combat sim. It's similar in the same genre as Wing Commander, Free Space. And this time you get to play the Klingon side and destroy the Federation. Just kind of a little twist.
Cool. What are you doing?
I'm doing Star Trek New Worlds.
And what kind of game is that?
It's a real-time strategy game based on exploration, colonization, and conquest. It features resource and personnel management, adding a new twist on strategy games. There's a multiplayer mode that allows you to use your skills to expand territories, take over enemy installations, and conquer new worlds.
Okay, and who's this guy over here?
I'm the producer of Starfleet Command.
Another Star Trek game, of course.
That's right, another Star Trek real-time strategy game involving ship-to-ship space combat. There's also a multiplayer mode where you can play online as one of the 5 races against the other empires. By building up a small fleet and engaging enemy ships through a series of battles, you strive for galactic domination.
So whose is better?
Mine. Mine. Absolutely. Mine. I think we should combine the two and make one big giant game.
So there's no competition here? Is that why you're all wearing matching shirts?
Yeah, red shirts actually, yes. We figured that red was the flyest color of them all, so this is why we're wearing these red shirts.
And if you're a Star Trek fan, you know the significance of a red shirt.
Is it your ranking?
The guys who always died had the red shirts.
That's right. Were you guys fans of any of the other Star Trek games that are out there?
Starfleet Academy was cool. That was awesome. That was a good game.
Klingon Honor Guard.
That was all right.
You like that?
Yeah, it was okay.
How is your game going to be better?
Well, unlike Klingon Honor Guard, Klingon Academy has more Klingons.
Everybody live long and prosper?
Absolutely.
Every year at the Game Developers Conference, they hold a contest called the Independent Games Festival. Now what this is it's anyone who wants to create a video game can get in there and people decide and judge which games are the best and the best graphics and the best sound and everything. Well, we talked to this year's winners. Check this out.
I'm here with an amazing story. This is Longbow Digital Arts, and it's also otherwise known as the McNally family. This is Jim and Wendy and Seamus and Philippe, and these are the winners of the Independent Games Festival. Congratulations, you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you. What have we got here? What did you guys win?
Well, we won Best Game Design,
yeah,
Best Programming, and we won Best Game of the Festival.
Best Game of the Festival. Now tell me a little bit about the game that actually won all of these awards. What's the game called?
Tread Marks.
Tread Marks.
You drive big tanks really fast and shoot stuff. It has an off-road racing component that was very inspired by Monster Truck Madness. Of course, you have weapons that you shoot at your opponents at the same time. And the secondary aspect that has become almost more popular is the deathmatch aspect.
So it's like the coolest tank kill game you can find in the market right now.
That was sort of the idea, was to make the ultimate tank fantasy.
Right on. So we got to ask why you're in the chair there, Seamus.
Well, basically, 3 years ago, I came down with Hodgkin's lymphoma, which is a form of cancer, and normally it's 90% cure rate or so, but I kind of slipped through the cracks and been battling it pretty heavily on and off for the last 3 years. In some ways, it's helped spur me on to want to do stuff.
Where can people go find out more about your company and your games?
www.longbowdigitalarts.com and www.treadmarks.com.
Well, Seamus, you're an inspiration to people on so many different levels. I have to congratulate you guys. Very, very, very good job. You know, wherever you guys go from here, this is fantastic stuff, and I wish you the best of the luck.
What do you think of Need for Speed, Porsche Unleashed?
Because we're at Porsche.
Yeah, Porsche.
See, that's how
We're
it
not
all
dumb.
works. Graphics on the PC are probably some of the best graphics I've ever seen in a driving game ever of all time, even better than some of the PlayStation 2 stuff.
Oh, it's sweet. It's obvious that they've taken the engine for Need for Speed 3 and 4 off the PC and enhanced it considerably. What you've got to do to deal with this incredible leap forward in graphics quality is get yourself the most powerful supercomputer you've ever picked up in your life.
You need Bill Gates' personal machine in order to run this game.
This game is only playable at Bill Gates' house.
Right. The controls on the PC are different from the PlayStation version. The controls on the PlayStation version are awesome.
Yeah, they are. You can really tell that they're two different teams developing these games. The tracks are different, the cars are a little bit different. But the really cool thing about the PC game is that it's networkable. It's multiplayer online. You get into the internet and you can play with up to 7 racers at a time. This is the guy.
This is the fun.
This is the guy that turns his car around and barrels the wrong way straight at people.
That's me.
While using my name.
While using your name.
Yeah.
So people are cursing the name. This Victor Lucas guy.
I would give the PC version of Need for Speed Porsche Unleashed an 8 out of 10. What would you give it?
I want to go chase somebody. I want to run people over. I want to hit cows. Things like that. So I give it an 8.3.
The PlayStation.
On the PlayStation, I thought the controls were awesome. Yeah. Obviously, the graphics aren't nearly as close. I give it an 8.5.
8.5 out of 10?
I liked it a little better than the PC version. The graphics weren't as good, obviously, but the control was a lot better. And to me, it's all about control.
I would give this game the same as the PC game.
Same.
8 out of 10. What did you think about Excitebike 64 for the Nintendo 64?
This is the best motocross game ever of all time.
I agree.
I mean, all the different modes that are in. I had more fun playing all the modes than I did even playing the game. They have this one where you climb the hill, the hill climbing mode. But I tell you what,
there is soccer.
Soccer mode is what I was going to say.
Motocross soccer is a blast. It's the first thing Tommy and I played.
One bike's on one end, one bike's on the other. You got 2 goals and a big ass soccer ball.
You've got your gas. You've got your you press the right trigger button to do all the slides and the power slides and stuff.
They also have a trick mode too.
Yeah, the stunt
mode where you can do all sorts of tricks.
Very cool, and there are tons of tricks. Every rider can do like 13 or 14 different moves.
Completely surprised with this game. The graphics are great, the sound is great, the gameplay is amazing, and all the different modes are completely freaked out. 9.8 for me. I
loved it.
Which is, that's a great score.
This is a beautiful game. You got to check it out. 10 out of 10 for me.
Wow.
What did you think of Speed Punks for the PlayStation?
It is a good kart racing game.
It came out of nowhere.
So what?
The question is, do we need another one?
It's a good puzzle game. Who cares? They got that freaky characters with whirly, messed up hairdos. Kind of like Brian Hartman from Nintendo.
A little like Brian Hartman, yeah. But they got great weapons, all kinds of missile and projectile and bomb weapons. You can turn into the Predator, which is really cool.
That's really weird. Predator mode. Every time we would get the thing, we'd say, I'm Predator. I'm the Predator. I'm the Predator.
And Tommy and I had some really cool close races, man.
Oh, man, we had really close races.
We were shooting at each other right to the bitter end. And, I didn't expect to like this thing at all. But Funcom out of England, they've done a great job. This is a really solid kart game.
For what it is, it is. The controls are smooth. The frame rate is nice. It doesn't
super fast.
So yeah, I mean,
Four-player.
It's not like you play some of those kart racing games and they're really chunky and crappy to control and you hate them. This one's actually really well done.
Yes.
But again, kart racing games, I'm just fed up with, I guess, at this point. I don't want to see another one.
I would give it an 8 out of 10.
An 8 out of 10?
Yeah.
I mean, I give it a 7.5. It's a good game. But I mean, that's pretty.
That's pretty high.
Yeah, it's a 7.5. It's a good for what it is. But I just don't like those kind of,
All right, what'd you think of Star Wars Episode 1 Racer for the Dreamcast?
Okay, I hated this game on the N64. I loved it on the PC.
Yeah.
And the Dreamcast version is more like the PC. This game doesn't look as good as the PC, but it's very comparable.
You know what I really like about this game is the animation of the vehicles, how they react to the air pressure and stuff coming at them. But what's frustrating is that you keep unlocking vehicles as you go that are faster than the vehicles that you can upgrade. So you constantly just move over to new vehicles instead of staying with the one that you started with and have spent all this time accumulating money so you can upgrade.
If you love Star Wars, you'll like this as a racing game. And I give Pod Racer on the Dreamcast about a 6.5.
6.5?
Yeah.
I'd go a little bit higher than you. I think it's like a 7.5 out of 10. The best thing about the game, bar none, is the pace of the game. It's really, really super fast, especially as you start getting those upgrades and those later vehicles in the game. All right, so which one are you going to take?
I gotta go with the yellow. I'm into the. See,
you like yellow?
I'm a flashy kind of guy.
Well, red's flashy.
I like the well, yeah, but it's not yellow. When you drive yellow and you pull up to a stoplight in yellow, people are looking at you from all angles. You're saying, "Wow."
People are always looking at you from all angles.
Probably true.
You can find all the games featured in Reviews on the Run and hundreds more at all Microplay locations across North America. Remember, Microplay, buy, rent, sell, trade.
Hey, thanks for stopping by the Electric Playground, and we'll see you next... Hey, where you going? Hey, I'm not done yet here. I'm not... Roll the credits, huh? We haven't even rolled the credits yet. Where you going? Hey!
Production assistance for Electric Playground is provided by MPlayer, Earth's free multiplayer gaming service. Sony Computer Entertainment, makers of Siphon Filter 2 for PlayStation. And Computech Media, publishers of Insight Video Gaming, Insight PC Gaming, and Insight.com.
Ridge Racer has always been known for the hot girl.
Yeah, baby. We got... I can't see. I'm sorry.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby.
Give me that!
This classic episode of the Electric Playground was brought to you by P&P Games, your source for everything video games. Support the partners that support the Electric Playground. Thanks for watching, and play forever.